Go Birds, baby. Go Birds. Thursday Night Football. You already know what's happening. Come on now. This is for the division. Deondre Hawkins here with another Lakers Talk Daily presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, the official Native American resort and casino of the Los Angeles Lakers. Skip the traffic and head on over to Pechanga Resort Casino, just off the I-15 in Temecula. Visit pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for reservations and for more information. You want to talk about a grinded out win. The Lakers defeated the Memphis Grizzlies last night, 128 to 123, in a game where LeBron James had another 30-point triple-double. And let me tell you something, the Lakers need answers. They're going to need answers if they want to have sustained success going forward this season. You could see the frustration in J.J. Redick throughout that whole game. The Lakers got up to 15 points at one point. But when you play against a team like the Grizzlies, the style that they play, knowing they had no Ja Morant, knowing they had no Desmond Bane, and knowing they're missing other key guys on the game last night, you can't let them stick around. What they did that whole game, they were chipping away. The Lakers got off to a fast start in the first quarter. I think they shot 4 or 5 from 3 to start right off from the gate, and they shot the ball really well that first quarter. Second half comes, offense is still fluid. There was a lot of player movement. There was a lot of spacing. There was a lot of ball movement. And then the offense started to get stagnant. We started to settle. And then you see the Grizzlies start to chip away in that second quarter. The lead got down to 1 at half. The lead got down to 1 point at halftime. Lakers had a 1-point lead. Going to that second half, the Grizzlies came in there. What did they do? Punch them in the mouth. The good thing is, the positive about that is the Lakers responded. They bounced back in that fourth quarter. They bounced back in that second half. And honestly, it was great to see how well Dalton Knecht played last night. Dalton Knecht was hitting shots. He was creating shots for himself. He was also got in the stance and took a stand. It was starting to keep people in front on defense. That was the biggest problem with Dalton Knecht early on this season, is that, yes, he can score. He can shoot the ball really well. But what is he doing on the other end? Is he going to be able to keep somebody in front? Is he going to be able to take a stand? And it was good to see him have a really efficient game and shoot the ball really well. I mean, shooting threes from the corner, catching off the dribble, one dribble pull-ups. It was great to see Dalton Knecht do all those things. But the Lakers cannot rely on LeBron James to have a 30-point triple-double every single game in order for them to win. I mean, they gotta get answers off the bench. They have to get answers off the bench. Gabe Vincent played 13 minutes. He played 13 minutes and did not score a single point again. He laid another goose egg. We did not see any minutes from Max Christie last night. Max Christie, don't even recall him even touching the floor. D'Angelo Russell, I mean, there's a couple plays. There's a couple plays he made where he shot contested threes. It looked like it was forced. And then there was one play I remember vividly is when Dalton Knecht, I believe, got a steal, ripped it, threw the ball up the floor to LeBron. It was a 2-on-1 fast break. LeBron passed the ball to D'Lo, expecting D'Lo to go strong to the paint and get a layup. And Deondre Russell missed that layup, and then LeBron tried to get a putback, and the putback didn't go in, and the Grizzlies came down on the other end, and they ended up scoring. And those are things the Lakers can't have. They can't have those mishaps. They got to be able to capitalize when you get a turnover. I mean, Lakers turned the ball over a lot as well in this game. LeBron said it himself in postgame. He said, I got to do a better job of taking care of the ball. I got to do a better job of limiting turnovers. Lakers have a lot of live ball turnovers that lead to transition buckets. And the Grizzlies hung around. They fought hard. But it was good to see the response. It was good to see the Lakers, fight in that game. Even though they had no Ja Morant, cool. But it was good to see, that was great to see the Lakers respond back in a way and close out the game. Every game matters. They're undefeated at home. And that's a big deal. That means that they take care of business when opponents come to their arena, and that's a good sign to see. But the biggest thing I want to talk about is what the game looked like when Anthony Davis was not on the floor. This was the perfect example of what the Lakers would look like because Anthony Davis was in foul trouble. He was in foul trouble throughout that game, and I really want to get into that because I think it's really important on how the Lakers will look when Anthony Davis does take time off the floor. Whenever there's things that happen when he gets in foul trouble, or say if he gets hurt. That was a perfect example we saw last night. But before we do, I'll tell you all that after a quick word from our partners at Pechanga Resort Casino.
At Pechanga Resort Casino, you can rock and roll, sip and slide, twist and shout. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, official Indian gaming sponsor of the Lakers.
So I teased earlier that it was a perfect example to see what the Lakers will look like with Anthony Davis off the floor. And let me tell you something. The offense got real stagnant. There was one point in the game where there was no LeBron or AD, and you saw a big drop-off. And then the Grizzlies started to come out and have runs. The Grizzlies had 7 guys. They had 7 guys in double figures. 7 guys. I mean, that just shows that they have great bench production. That just shows when their guys are out, there's other guys that can step up. Right now, who do the Lakers have that can step up off the bench? Who do the guys have that can come in and provide that scoring load, to provide that when Anthony Davis and LeBron's on the floor? I like what I saw from Christian Koloko in spurts. He's not a traditional, he's not a guy that's going to go out there and try to create buckets, or he's not going to be a guy who's going to catch it in the mid post or low post and try to give hook shots. I thought it was great to see him actually protect the rim. He took a stance. He ran the floor a lot. We saw him get out in transition. There was a lot of lobs, opportunities for him, and that connected on the lob. You get that connect to Christian Koloko on the lobs. But it was great to see that. But man, you cannot have a drop off when Anthony Davis is not in the game. Like, LeBron James shot incredibly well throughout that game, and you cannot have a drop off if both of them are not on the floor. The Lakers are going to need answers. They got to get bench production, man, and they got to be able to guard. That's the biggest thing. The Lakers cannot keep anyone in front. The Grizzlies were driving their will. They were getting 2 feet in the paint. When are we going to see this? When are we going to see someone take it in their chest, take a stand? You're not going to be it. I'm going to take it. I'm a grown man. You're not going to blow by me. It's got to be personal on defense. You can do all the things on offense that you need to do, but until someone takes a stand and gets in the stance and slides their feet and move and communicates on defense, there's not going to be any success with this Lakers team. You got to be able to take a stand, but they got to be able to have, there cannot be a drop-off when Anthony Davis is not on the floor. And we saw it. We saw it in that second half. I mean, yes, there were some ticky-tack fouls. Yes, the refs were really letting them play last night, which I thought it was good to see that the refs let them play last night. But if he's not going to be on the floor, the Lakers are going to need answers. And tomorrow, the Lakers are going to have their hands full. Wembanyama just came off a 50-point game. And you know the Spurs are going to be hungry, especially being the first NBA in-season tournament cup game for the Lakers, knowing that they're defending champs, and see how they're going to respond. But we'll get into all that tomorrow. But it's good. The Lakers close out the game. They're undefeated at home, but they got to get answers, man. They got to get answers. As for now, Lakers Talk Daily, I'm Deondre Hawkins. Peace.